Hi, my name is Molly, and I'm going to be your DM for this, the final episode of Season 1 of the Concord Illuminati. It is the second night of Nocio de Hegua, the eve of the gladiatorial games. The violence and jeering crowds that should be filling the Stadium of the Red Sands is instead on the streets of Etivra'a. The Mithral Guard begins tracking down and dispatching the would-be giantling occupiers. A frost giant is dangled from his little toe by a sprite, concentrating hard on a levitate spell, while other fae pepper him with clouds of bugs and bursts of colorful flame. The wine-stained dirt between the cobblestones in the merchant quarter is dyed red once again with the blood of storm giants. Across the island, 2 badgers dig back into the earth, dragging a small explosive detonator box behind them, slowly working their way through the topsoil of the Wood of the Four Seasons. A few hermit crabs scuttle along the bottom of a cove, towards the obscured elven ship that lays just outside the inlet. Holding on to the rigging on the northeast side, Aelin and Kendall's eyes just crest the edge of the ship, spotting a sentinel moving along with a sword that seems to hum with a deep magical energy. And in the crow's nest, with a massive longbow and darkened features, another giantling scans the area with eagle's precision. The horn of alarm that just rang out for help, the help that may never come, lays silently on their side. Concord and Illuminati, roll for initiative.
Okay.
I freaking love the demolition badgers. For the record, that's my I'm gonna just use that every time I need a explosives to happen. All right, where are the demolition badgers?
Ooh.
18.
I don't know, why are you two? You should also be in combat. Okay. Aelin, you said 18.
18.
Looking for the link for our game.
It is in Discord. It's just above the voice calling.
Missed it. Okay.
Look, it's Grumble Beagle.
Grumble Dachshund. It's a Grumble Beanie. A Grumble
Grumblebee,
Beanie.
I think
All
you're
right,
muted.
let's see. What is your...
Muted.
I hear Grumblebee.
Wow, that's so fun for you.
Odyssey, what is your initiative?
Uh-oh. Odyssey. I don't even see Odyssey.
What, me? Oh, sorry.
Yes, what is your initiative, Odyssey?
11.
Oh, dear.
Okay, Kendall, what's your initiative?
I rolled an 18 plus 1. That's a 19.
Game on.
You mean you're not going to include all of that beautiful content for our fans?
Well, we do love, if you would like footage of our technical opportunities to overcome, make sure you Twitch Prime. Make sure that you tip on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to and you join the Transverse down below.
Yes.
So top of the order is Karis lurking over the edge of the southwest edge of the ship. Okay, break a leg.
I will break Odyssey's leg. That's who's with me, right?
Yes.
Break a leg.
It's just an ability that I have when I roll initiative. One of my
Why
allies.
are you breaking people's legs?
One of my allies gets advantage on the first thing they do on the first turn.
Right.
For odd.
Break a leg.
It's disadvantage on most things at the beginning.
I'm gonna try to get the Grumble Bean to take its legs this way while you're breaking their legs.
So you legs are broken.
It earlier, but from what we can see the archer at the top of the crow's nest, and then another 2 people walking around.
You should only see one.
One, so that's 2 total.
2 total.
Okay.
And you hear the deep breathing within the ship, and you see this big opening in the front of the ship.
Cool. Yep. That's not suspicious at all. So, Is there like stuff on the deck, like to hide from? Like, can I stay out of the like line of sight from the crow's nest? Like, how high up do they?
Yep. So there would be along the rails. You'll see the you'll see boxes. The sentinel is closer to you now. So if you break, you have surprise right now.
Yes.
So like you could move up, attack him, and then like duck behind a box and give yourself like half cover, but you won't be able to give yourself full cover.
Great. Okay. Well, if it's time to jump up, then it's time to zoom. So I have a new ability because we're level 4. So I'm going to tell the fans about it. So because I'm multi-classed, I just got my 3rd level in Barbarian, and in case you were wondering about this stuff, completely irrelevant to what's about to happen. So I have Path of the Beast, which means that I get to like essentially like grow a tail or claws out of nowhere and manifest strong natural weapons. And we also assigned weapon properties to them from the UA stuff. So in this case, I'm going to use my bonus action to start zooming, which means raging. And at that moment, I have to decide. And I think for this one, how high up is the crow's nest?
It's about 40 feet up.
Okay, that's pretty far. I think that I will manifest claws. So I have my paws ready. So Karis's eyes dilate, and she just, and this has happened plenty of times before, but this time it's like more. Like maybe it's because of Nocio Rahegua, maybe it's just because something is taking root more, but she is becoming even more like feline in her features, more furry and more sharp because her claws grow out significantly, and she takes off zooming over towards the sentinel over here, and just starts just kind of going at it.
Scratch, scratch.
Scritch, scratch. So claws basically allow me to make an extra attack. So I'll make my first attack. 16, I think.
16 will miss. You see that this giant is wearing a breastplate.
Great. Okay. Well, let's try it again. 21 or 19.
Hits.
Great. So this is a D6 weapon. So that's 5 damage. And because of Vex, which was the weapon property we assigned to this weapon, I think that I get advantage now on the next attack that I make against this enemy.
True.
Great.
Actually accurate. All right. Next up is Kendall.
Okay, so we were about to board this boat last I remember.
Yep.
And I guess I'm going to try to get up on the boat.
All right, you get up on the boat. That's half your movement.
For what it's worth, I can't see that part of the boat for the folks at home.
I can't either, and I'm assuming that they're seeing what we're seeing.
They're seeing what I'm seeing, which might not be the same thing as what you're seeing.
I can't see what Adora's doing, and Adora can't
yeah.
see what I'm doing.
No, that's true to what your characters would experience.
Yeah.
So that would be half my movement, so that's 5. And so that would be going over here it would be about 15 movement. So I'd have.
You have 15 warm feet, and each block is 5.
10. I'm gonna look around to see if I can see anybody standing around.
You see up in the roost, up in the watch, there is an archer up there that has a bow that seems to be made out of some sort of crystalline substance.
Spooky.
Doesn't seem particularly beefy, but does seem pretty lithe.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to just measure something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're about 40. You're about 40 feet away. Because
I just wanted to measure. I just didn't want. I didn't mean to make this happen. I don't know how to undo it.
I can get rid of it.
How many spaces was it?
You're about 40 feet away from where he is.
Okay. What is the range on chill touch? Yeah, I can chill touch him. So I am going to
Chill. Touch him.
I am going to go ahead and make a ranged spell attack.
I'm just gonna move you over here. See if I can figure out how to get rid of this. Okay, so you do chill touch.
Sure. What token should I be targeting? Because it says I got to target.
The one that's up in the crow's nest.
Okay.
So you should just be able to drag the cantrip from your sheet onto the mini.
Okay.
Cool. So it looks like you sort of this hand you feel this hand kind of draws up from the bottom of the mast, and it seems to start like clawing its way up, and it kind of reaches out at him, and it misses, but he's still he didn't feel it miss him. Any bonus action or
No bonus action.
Okay, wicked. All right, next up is Ethan. Yes,
I can hear you, although I can. The fans cannot see you, so I'll just fix that really quick while you go.
About 12 times in the span of 5 minutes. So I am flipping devices. We're going to say, as I have no view of the ship, Elan's just going to whip around and turn around and shoot at the first target that happens to be in line of sight, because that's what I cannot see where we are right now. So
you can't see your character?
I am flipping devices, so I have
gotcha.
Going around. So Elan's going to turn around and just like glory shot at the first thing that she sees.
Right, so she'll get up on the ship, and she sees Kendall standing next to her, and she spots an archer with a big bow. It seems to be made out of some crystalline magic. And you draw your crossbow, and you're just doing pop pop.
I'm going to pop. We're going to do. I'm going to do regular hand crossbows for this one, and I'm actually going to hold off on any maneuvers first. We're gonna see what happens first. Let's see, first shot and second shot, and I think both are +7.
Yep.
So that's a crit 27, and then a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. The 27 will hit. The 15 will miss.
All right. So
roll me 1d6.
All right. And then add the 3, and then for the crit.
+3 +6.
+3 +6. All right. So it will be we'll do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 +6, 16.
All right. So you absolutely you bury it in this guy. What are you aiming for on this giant?
On the giant, probably an eye, just to kind of, if I can, sort of do a help action in a way to give my teammates some advantage, make their line of sight a little bit fuzzy.
Okay, I have made a goof 'em up. I of course made the mistake of hitting backspace while using the character sheet here. So great. And so next up is Odyssey.
Oh, okay. So I can't see the enemy tokens on the ship, unfortunately, which is fine. Karis went for the guy in the crow's nest?
No.
No.
The other two did. I went for the one down here.
Okay. I'll follow Karis. I'm first gonna use my bonus action to curse him. And I will use my fortunate action.
Can you see now?
No. Let me refresh. And I'll use my unfortunate accident. So they have to roll saving throw. No, I still can't see them. That's fine though.
Can you see the boat?
I can see the boat and I can see Karis.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
if
see
you
a
just-
dark circle. I don't see like the actual token for the giant, but I can see the circle.
There's just a red circle.
Yeah.
I don't see a red circle.
Can you see the red circle now?
I thought that was the crow's nest. Hey, okay.
The
Yep.
crow's nest is the like spoked circle way further down to the southeast.
I can't see that yet, I think. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. Well, here we go.
So what saving throw am I throwing for the sentinel?
You are.
Great question.
I can't.
It's wisdom.
I believe you're right. It's wisdom. Sorry. I'm trying to make this work. Okay. Yep. Wisdom.
Okay, cool. 14.
That saves.
Okay.
All
And then,
right.
so that was your bonus action.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm also having. Okay, and then I'm just gonna shoot him with a crossbow. I'm far enough away for that, right? I'm 5 feet out at least. Okay, great. I'm gonna shoot him with a crossbow, and I get advantage on this, right? From
Yes.
your break a leg. Okay, so it's just nothing.
So proud.
Uh,
Get him, Tiger.
okay. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does not hit.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I did nothing.
All right. Well, okay. So, as this first surprise round, you kind of see running up in unison as Karis breaks line with the ship. Her eyes narrow, and you see a little flash of magic kind of move through her and down her hands. And as you saw when you felt the squirrels run across your feet, and you saw kind of a little portal open up, in the same way you see kind of this color shifting mist, this green, yellow, orange, red. And then back to blue, and you see it kind of move into her and down her hands, and these claws come out, and you feel something. You feel like a connectedness to like something you're not familiar with.
Karis does?
Yeah, Karis does.
Yeah, cool.
As this happens, Odyssey comes up, kind of driving forward this cloud of smoke, and trying to bring the shot of unlock. And the giant seems to be preoccupied with the claws in its face, and is absolutely being shredded by it, and is just kind of like shakes it off and grabs the crossbow bolt out of the air and kind of crushes it. As on the other side of the ship, an obsidian hand starts to climb up the mast towards this eldritch archer, and you see Aelin pop up, nearly blinded, blinking, and will shoot boom boom twice. One misses right off to the left. The archer moves his legs instinctually, and the second catches him right in the eye. And we come to the top of initiative, where we start with our friend, the eldritch archer, who is very nearly bloodied after that hit in the eye,
Nice.
and is quite unhappy about it.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
Um,
Maybe that'll help my team out. Yeah.
So let me double check here. Okay. So, right. So they are going to So you're gonna see them knock an arrow in this bow, and they'll draw it back and shoot, and they are going to take a shot at you, Elin, with this arcing arrow. As it goes by once.
Reaction really quick.
Yep.
To cast silvery barbs.
Ooh.
Oh. All right.
Ooh.
So
Okay, wicked.
Get him, Tiger.
yeah, you have to make roll another d20, take the lower of the two rolls.
Cool.
Barb 'em.
Make sure that you, Elin, you fix your health, because I think it accidentally gave you a d8 of health. A d8 of damage. So the original roll was an 18, and the roll that you forced was also an 18.
Oh,
no.
So it'll be a 25 to hit.
I'm going to use a... Wait, go ahead. You're
Sorry,
saying something?
there's a little bit more of that spell. I also get to give a creature within range of me, so I'm going to do Karis, advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
So
You got
before
it.
you make that decision, remember that I already do have advantage on my next attack roll against this particular creature. But there's other things I can do with this. So, I mean, yeah, actually, no, do it. I have got an idea.
Take it.
I'll take it.
I'm going to parry. Because I've got parry.
Okay,
Ooh.
it was
Parry
a
the
25 to hit. It was a 25.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. The parry, ladies and gentlemen, is a maneuver. It's a battle maneuver.
Oh,
It
there it
allows
is.
you to expend a reaction to roll a superiority dice if you've got it, to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority dice plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh, nice. So it reduces
Elin
damage.
Yes, Elin's got a nice dexterity modifier. So, what was the total damage? You said it's 25?
The total damage will be 8 lightning and and 8 piercing.
I think that
Boost.
parry only applies to melee attacks.
Which is what I was going to check. Like, what is it hitting me? Is it a range?
It's a ranged attack, yeah. It's a ranged cantrip.
All right. So we cannot do the parry. All right. So take 18, and I see what you mean by it somehow
16.
gave me 8 damage.
Yep.
So I got to fix
And so
that first.
was accidental.
It's only 16.
Yeah. I got to fix the first one. So we're going to go back to 34, and then we're going to go and take 16 off of that.
So you get to go to 18.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, wicked, and it will. You'll see it start to. It will knock an arrow against its bow, and you'll see this ripple of lightning start moving through its bow. And next up is our friend, Karis.
So you're telling me this thing has lightning attacks?
I am.
Am I going to be able to? There's a lesser known clause in the fan favorite clause. Yes, in the fan favorite ability Electric Slide, which I have never said before, which gives me resistance to lightning damage.
Here we go.
So that might happen soon. But first, I have a question. Actually, I think we talked about this last time, and I just completely poofed it out of my brain until now. We talked about the hands rock, right? It's like we were saying if we wanted to install it, that would be like a challenge, right? What do we need to do in order to install it?
Fascinating. You would need it would be getting to the central mast where you have the crow's nest up top, and it would be a skill check to try to get it fixed in a way that makes sense, that Jenkins could actually start helping you.
Great, and I do have advantage on the next skill check that I make in the next minute, don't I?
Like, yeah, you do.
So, but I don't think I can get there and do it on the same turn. Unless I do that next turn. So I think that what I am going to do is I'm going to run. You see Karis, her eyes seem to focus briefly for a second. She looks around, looks up at the giant, doesn't care, looks around further, sees the scary magic one up in the crow's nest, looks down at herself, remembers why they're there, and then zooms off towards the crow's nest. so fast that she leaves a trail of lightning behind. My thought is if I move my full movement over here with electric slide, and then next turn I can move over and then try to do the skill check. Does that sound like a thing that is real?
That sounds fine to me.
But I need to take an opportunity attack.
You do take an opportunity attack,
and they do get disadvantage because I'm sliding electrically.
That is wonderful. So you're gonna see them shake out this. They'll take out of their pocket this sprig of mistletoe, and it will flip out into a whip about 30 feet long, and
Okay.
we'll try to lash you with it.
All right. That's not great for Odyssey, is it?
Well,
I have a. Let's see. What is your spellcasting modifier? It is Wisdom. That's a +3. So that'll be like a 21 to hit.
A 21 with disadvantage. Yes, that will hit.
Sorry, an 18 with disadvantage.
An 18 also hits. I have an AC of 18.
Cool. So you will take 2d6 and keep on going, and you'll lose 10 feet of movement. So you're going to take 5 non-magical piercing damage and lose 10 feet of movement. Because as you run by, you'll get dragged back 10 feet towards it, and then you'll keep going.
Okay, so the real question, grid aside, is that enough to prevent me from doing the thing next turn? Am I far enough away from the mast? I just moved it back a bit.
So you show me where you were going to move once you've mathed it out, because you have 80 feet with dash.
I'm not dashing. I'm electric slide.
Oh, if you could get there next turn, yeah, you could probably get to the mast next turn.
Great. Okay, so it pulls me back, but hopefully I can just barely make it. But maybe it pulls me back so that I'm barely within its range of its whip. So,
cool.
Or I guess I don't know if it's like a normal whip or if it's like a 3
the thorn
feet,
whip cantrip.
Okay, cool. So you said 5 non-magical piercing damage. Was there also magical damage?
No.
Okay, great. So I take 2 damage.
Yep. All right. Next up, Kendall.
And I do leave a trail in case it moves into the lightning. So
a trail if it moves. Got it. If it moves to the right of it.
Towards me.
Kendall, you're up.
This dude that's in the crow's nest is still up, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna Ray of Sickness his ass.
Nice.
All right, let's get him sick.
We had a long rest before this.
Oh yeah, and you have the aid spell.
And I have the aid spell.
Yep. So you should have +5 on top of your regular health.
Okay. Trying to figure out how to tell the character sheet that
just the 2. I'll do it for you if you just want to do your roll.
Yeah, my character sheet doesn't know that I long rested, and I'm trying to figure out how to tell it so that I can do the roll.
You can
there
click
it is.
L rest if you.
I just found it.
Great.
Thank you. Okay.
What did you want to do for your level 4?
For my level 4?
Yeah, it didn't actually level you.
Gosh, I am gonna have to get back to you on that because I thought we did that last time.
I thought we did it too, and it looks like it didn't stick. So can I just give you a +2 to wisdom and call it that for the day?
Sure, it sounds fine to me.
Very wise of you not to have it work.
All right, and then you have 29. You have 29 hit points from the aid.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna cast this Ray of Sickness at 2nd level.
Okay.
Damn it, I don't think that hit, but we'll see.
Okay. Sorry, I'm 14 to hit. What was the hit? Misses.
I think it's 12.
Yep. All right.
12 to hit misses.
All right.
There goes my second level spell slot.
Anything for bonus action
Are you moving?
or movement?
There's boxes, so you could like get half cover.
Sure. These are boxes, these green things over here?
Yeah, down on the bottom. Yep. You'd be like hiding in with Mithral ore. Clearly, they've been loading. They've been bringing the Mithral on the ship, loading them, and then after they get loaded, they get put on the storage side.
6. Then sure, I'll put myself by a box.
Cool. So you'll have +2 AC versus this guy's ranged attacks.
Sure.
All right, wicked. Aelin, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to. Oh, where'd they go? Oh, I see them now. Wait, sorry. The baddie guy is not visible on my screen anymore.
Right here.
Is that the ping you just did? Thank you.
This guy right here is it.
The little red circle.
Can you ping it? It's frozen on my screen. Can somebody ping?
You're in range.
I just can't see it. I'm trying to give myself.
It's up in the crow's nest.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, the dot is frozen for me. So, all right, I'm going to do a precision attack with my hand crossbows.
What's that?
Precision attack is another maneuver for a battle master, and this one is I would have to expend a superiority die to add a roll, numbers to my roll to ensure that it is going to succeed. And you can use that to add before the attack roll or after the attack roll, before any effects are applied. So,
well, I guess maybe you should wait till after. What if you crit?
I mean, I could do it too, but you know, I want to make sure.
Are you doing sharpshooter?
No.
Okay.
Not this time. I could, but I chose not to.
Okay.
Well, I could. Well, hold on.
You haven't rolled anything.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna double check because I'm gonna do two things, and I just need to make sure that I can still do it if I did it with sharpshooter. I'm not gonna do that one, right? So I'm not gonna do the penalty. So we got that, and then I got a D8 for my superiority die. So that's gonna be. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits. AC.
And this
AC
is why
17.
we do precision attack, friends. This is why, because I needed it. All right, so the first one will hit, and then the second one is for the precision attack with the maneuver. Since my character actually does 2 attacks in one turn, does the precision attack only apply to one or to both?
Just to one.
Got it. Thank you. So the second one is a 16.
We'll miss.
All right, so the first one will hit though. All right, so we're gonna do 1d6, and then just for your knowledge, I'm also going to do on my bonus, for my bonus action, I'm going to do second wind. So I'm going to roll a d10.
You used a bonus action to do your second crossbow shot because you're only level 4.
We've been doing 2 for me every round.
2
with the bonus action.
The bonus action, the 2-weapon fighting in 5th edition is that you can use your bonus action to do another attack.
It's just how crossbow expert works.
Oh, we've been doing it wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been doing 2 shots for you every turn. One with your action, one with your bonus action.
Yep, and so okay. All right. Then I guess I won't. Backwards compatibility. We should probably have been a lot more clear with that. Apparently, I have been doing 2 attacks a turn, kind of like a monk does.
Okay.
You know, you weren't that overpowered.
No, you've been doing the right thing. You've been doing the right thing. It's been okay. So then we go next. So these 2. Kendall shoots out this ray of this kind of green, twisted, dark magic, and it pings off of the armor as he jumps over the edge and lands boots first, plunk, in this in this carton of Mithral ore as Aelin aims and takes 2 shots. Boom, boom. 1 hitting, 1 not. Roll me damage for the archer for the first one, please.
The damage is the 1d6 plus the 3, so it's a 7. And then for my movement, I'm gonna see if I can just kind of like roll behind the the bottom of that mast. I'm not sure if there's a step down there or like kind of the ridging.
Yeah, you could
By
step.
the
This
mast
is
or
like
whatever?
elevated around you, so you could step
Yeah.
behind it. Yep. So I'll put
I'm
you there.
I'm seeking a cover.
Can Kendall be? Can those be plunking chunkers now? Can we so we can move on from sloshing? I mean, you can help me brainstorm a better. But plunk is a good word, is what I'm saying. Like we can.
I agree with
I
that.
don't.
Plunking
It's
chunkers.
Okay, I couldn't think it would. We want to say plunking plunkers. I guess that's better.
I
Plunking
feel like I
clunkers.
had another one written down that I don't remember. Hold
That's
on.
pretty good. Plunking clunkers. Clunkers you could use to describe shoes.
all right. And so as this happens, you'll see the sentinel in your face will start to move their hands, and you will see on this main deck in front of you and underneath the kind of box that Kendall is in. You see about 5 foot tall brambles start to grow up and start to fill up the deck in front of you. As he moves his hands in that way. And then you'll see him shake a little bit of magic down the sword, which now that you're starting to see it in kind of close proximity, seems to be made of also a weird crystallized magic. It doesn't seem to be a metal make.
This is the sentinel that's near me in
This
Odyssey.
is the sentinel that's near you. And so
Okay.
in the stairs in front of you, instead of there being deck, there's just 5 foot high bramble. And so from where Kendall is, now there's like the deck that's about 2 or 3 feet above, and then the railing that's about 5 feet above him. And then there is 5 feet that they're standing on a 3 foot box, and the box has all these spikes around it, and so it seems to be protected by this wall of spikes. And he'll say in giant, "You're not going to get away from me." And that will be for you. Now, for you, what you'll hear is, "De die, de capa," and that's what you will hear. Then next up is Odyssey.
Are there brambles?
Yeah, where are the brambles at?
Where are the
On
brambles?
the bottom level. So
The
you're on
whole
like an
bottom level.
elevated bit. The whole bottom level is brambles, 5 foot tall
Right.
brambles.
So that's basically the space between me and the central mast is the bottom deck where, okay.
Yeah, like where Karis is standing onwards is.
I'm on the stairs, yeah. Me on
From the bottom of the stairs on is
up
all
to
bramble.
Kendall.
Okay.
Oops, all bramble.
Oops, all brambles. Could we
I
get
have a
on
plan.
the crates or anything? To
What?
Like, could I jump on these crates to get away, or would that?
You're not currently in bramble. You're fine.
No, I know, but if I want to move in that direction,
The crates are just right here, so they're not.
that's fine. I just need to be in range for a spot. Like that.
Okay. Yes.
I mean,
You
the
can do
stairs
that.
are here too.
Well, you're on the side. I don't want to cramp your skill style.
I mean, there's room on the stars. We can share.
But he's also magic, and I don't want us to clump together and have a spell stare.
I'll be gone soon. I'll be gone before this guy gets to do anything.
If
Not like you know that though.
Where is Karis from the archer? Like, what's that distance? About approximately? I can't use my measure tool. I'm sorry.
From where you are?
From where Karis is. Like, if I were to go over to where Karis is that like 30 feet?
6. It's 30 feet.
Perfect. Okay, great. So I'm not gonna take an attack of opportunity if I were to move away, even, right? Because I'm not actually.
They've already burned their. Nope. No, you would take an attack of. You're currently not in range, so no.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna move around him anyway. So I'm gonna come over here. Is that a place I can occupy?
It is. You're kind of precariously. You'll have disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Okay.
If you stay there, because you're only like halfway on a box and halfway on another, and you are now in melee range.
Okay. Maybe I'll try and do that sort of situation. And
Yes,
be
you're still precarious, but not within melee range. At
no
least.
melee range. We'll go with that. Okay. So I'm going to cast Bane, and I will target both of them.
Nice.
Okay.
So I think that's an action. Yeah, that's an action. And then for my bonus action, I will jinx the giant.
Okay, so what save am I making for Bane?
So you're still making
Charisma.
a wisdom save for
Charisma,
no wisdom.
Oh,
wisdom.
okay. I'm it in
That's
your
okay.
in your character sheet. It says charisma.
For
Bane.
Jinx. Oh,
Bane.
I have to cast Bane first. Yep, I'm sorry. It's charisma.
Okay, so the
I was
sentinel fails, and the archer also fails.
Excellent.
Nice.
Good news. Okay, and then I'm sorry. I'm also going to jinx the giant, which is a wisdom saving throw.
Which one?
The giant. Are they both giants?
The one that's
They're all
close to you.
giants.
Yes.
Oh, I thought the archer was just a regular guy. I guess that doesn't make sense. The one closest.
No, I just messed it up. All right,
Wait,
so the one that's
What's
closer to
more
you, Jinx
regular
is
about
wisdom.
elves than giants?
8 and 2.
And he will
10.
have to take the roll a d4 and subtract that from his saving throw as well.
Yeah, so what Bane does is whenever a target that fails the save for Bane makes an attack roll or a save before the spell ends, they have to roll a d4 and subtract that number from the attack or the save.
Oh, they already fail.
Oh, good. Good news. Great. Okay. Okay, so then it doesn't really matter. I will
Then you have.
jinx them for
That's pretty much your thing. You got a reaction you want to use?
no, I'm gonna use he does take a d8 worth of force damage. Because
Oh, from Jinxon.
from my special jinx. So that's 8 damage.
All right. Wow, Max. All right, we love that.
And then that is all. That is all I'll do. Well, no, that's it. That's all I'll do.
All right, cool. Top of the order is the archer.
I want to be clear. I've been talking a lot about hiding behind boxes. I am not hiding behind any boxes right now.
No. So the archer, you will see it will it will reach out, and you'll see a diamond glint in the kind of twilight that you're around, and you'll see it. They'll spin it, and then they'll knock it with their arrow, and a ball of ice will fly out towards Odyssey.
Oh no.
And so that's minus D4, right? For Bane?
If it's
on
an attack,
attacks?
if it's an attack roll, yeah.
It is, yep. Okay, so that is that misses. And so this will just kind of knock into the boxes next to you. And the box next to you will fall over, and you're sort of like, you're now the one that's on the top of the pyramid falls forward into the bramble, and you see the bramble sort of like start to tear this up. And as you see this, the archer seems to be grabbing at a necklace around his neck, and and then he will lie down on top of the mast, or on top of the kind of crow's nest, and will start trying to, like, you'll see his hand on his neck, like, squeezing very hard. And so he's now prone on top of the crow's nest. Next up is Karis.
I just imagine him singing Madonna's Like a Prayer. Is he clutching?
Yeah. Okay, so here's my
Praying
thought.
real hard.
Here's my
Real
thought,
hard.
Molly. We're on a boat.
You're on a boat.
There's a picture, and there's sails.
Copyright.
And, the picture wouldn't show it, but there's ropes everywhere, right? There's rigging everywhere. Like, there's ropes from here to there, and here to there, and here to over there, and here to there, and here to there.
Charters.
That's just how sailboats are.
She doesn't want to confirm for fear of shenanigans.
I just want
What
to
do you
climb
want
the
to
rope.
do?
I just want to climb the ropes to the sail. I want to climb the ropes towards the crow's nest. There's got to be a line. That's what it's called. It's called a line from here.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the
She's
map
looking
is
for
as
ship
it is.
rigging. These ships are not rigged like a normal ship.
This is rigged.
It is rigged.
Special.
It's Molly's game.
They're
She
also
always wins.
giants, to be fair, though. That's a big hop. Even
It's
for
rigged. It's not rigged. It's rigged. Ah!
I'm just
This
grabbing
is
an
the
energy
Molly's
drink
world.
so I can continue to keep up
I'm
with
good
Molly's
with that.
game.
living
For the
in.
record, that is a great decision. I have no problems with it. I just think it's very funny that it's rigged.
We're living in a Molly's world.
Okay.
She makes the rules.
Yeah. So Karis is pretty much like hyper focusing on one specific thing. So I really don't want to go into brambles. Wasn't that a thing? Like we had brambles at one point in the story and I was like, no, thank you. So that's foreshadowing
Yes, the jungle.
for this.
Yes.
So I'm going Karis is gonna try to like go this way and towards the edge of the boat and like use the railing to avoid the brambles and head towards the sail, the like main sail, the center mast along the outside.
So
is the brambles like huge, like I can't cross it without just being like falling in and being covered in thorns, or is it like difficult terrain?
The brambles are huge. They're 5 feet tall and they have razor sharp thorns.
I'm not getting it through there. Yeah, we're going around.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to go around.
All right. I appear to have copied you somehow. You're going to make an acrobatics check to run along the railing.
Could be a tactical advantage, Adora.
Huh?
This could be a tactical advantage. There's 2 of you now.
There's 2 of me. Yes. Well, because of your silvery barbs, I have advantage on my acrobatics check.
Excellent.
Which is great because I rolled a 2 for one of them. So my acrobatics roll is 21.
Okay, yeah. Yep, so you are in this zoomed up state. Your eyes are so wide and you're just like foot in front of foot in front of foot in front of foot. And it's just like if you've ever seen 2 cats fight on top of a fence, like that level of balance, it's just like
ideal. So I think that if this sounds good, I'll use dash this turn. I'll acrobatics over the edge and then back over along the rigging on the sail towards the center mast, and then just make it there with dash. Do you want another check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So now I get to use ability that I have, which is primal knowledge, which says that while I am zooming, I can use primal power to replace the normal ability with strength on a bunch of different ones, including acrobatics. So and now my strength is much lower, but advantage is good, and I get advantage on strength checks while I'm zooming. So I will use strength for this one. Okay. One of them is an 8, and the other one is another 15. So that'll be 16.
All right. So, you are going to as you're running along the rigging.
Or I'm proficient, so I guess it's 17 or it's 18. But go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. As you're running along the rigging, you're gonna lose your footing for a second, and your feet are gonna slip out from under you. Your feet will catch a couple thorns on your way across, and you'll take 1 piercing damage.
Nice.
Which is reduced to 1.
Okay. Sure.
And then then you're able to get yourself back up. And so I'm going to just kind of move you back 1, but otherwise, so you're about 10 feet down. You're about 10 feet up if they're 40 feet up. So you have about 30 feet to get up to where this person is lying down.
Well, but I don't have to get up there, right? To do the rock, I just have to get to the center mast.
That's true. Yep.
I'm heading to the closest point in the center mast. Do you think that I'm able to be close enough this turn or
next turn? I would say
okay.
Yes.
Then in that case,
right.
I'm done.
Kendall, surfing on a box in a sea of thorns.
Aren't we all, sister?
Gorge, I know.
All right. And this red circle here is the guy I've been shooting at, right?
Yep. Currently, you cannot really see him because he is laid down in the mast, and so from your angle, you're not really able to see.
But you feel it deep in your bones.
Mm-hmm.
You can see about 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So about 55 feet away from you, you see the other giant on the other side of the ship, and you have a clear shot at him.
Sure. Let's Ray of Sickness's ass.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're going to upcast it. Hopefully it hits. Does it hit, Molly?
It does not.
It's a
I'm
16.
sorry, Gorge. It's a 16.
Hey, man. I'm just going to get through all my second level slots. It's all
And so-
good, girlfriend.
Any bonus actions? Any movement?
It doesn't make sense to move if I'm surrounded by bramble right now.
Well, you have the
once-
staircase behind you,
Yeah.
and so you could hop up onto the staircase and get out, and that way you'd have a clearer shot on the archer.
Sure. I'll put myself over here then.
Okay, wicked.
That way I'm not right in his line of sight.
And you're like Karis's ribbon whip is like dangling here in your face.
Inconvenient.
Adora, how is your flute practice going? We got no follow up on that.
My what?
Aelin, you're up.
Okay.
All right. Do we need this follow up though? Do we?
Yeah, how is flute practice going? I was
the flute.
recently watching an episode of the Concord and Illuminati here on the Transverse, and your jaw was sore from practicing the flute.
Oh yeah, it's going okay. Not great. Still trying to like figure some things out, and my friend who was going to teach me, we still haven't gotten together. But I can play the tune from the Naruto main theme quite well at this point. I've quite memorized. I'm getting my form better and my embouchure.
Which of course is a vegetable. Embouchure. Aelin, what are you up to?
All right. I'm gonna do one heavy crossbow with
Okay.
sharpshooter.
Okay.
I'm just mathing it. I gotta do -5 because of where I'm standing. So I took out the heavy crossbow instead. I think that one's gonna have, better, just better.
1, 2,
But
3, 4,
-5,
5, 6, 7, 8,
plus
9.
10
So you'd still have hand crossbow range because sharpshooter doesn't impose disadvantage at max range.
But I think the heavy crossbow does more damage when I shoot with just once. So
You
I
can
switched
shoot
to the
both.
heavy.
You can shoot both your hands at the same time.
I need to do my second wind. I need my bonus action.
You're right.
I need
Nice.
my bonus
Okay.
action. Excuse.
I'm so sorry.
I have got to save
Take
it.
your shot.
I'm doing the math on sharpshooter. I gotta do -5 to hit plus 2, right?
You just add 2.
Just add the 2. Okay, so 17, 18. So then it's gonna be 19.
All right, let me real quick look up what 3/4 what it would be. You have the angle that's half cover. Half cover is 2, right?
Which I think I get an advantage because of.
Oh, it ignores half cover, right? Your
Yeah,
shot's
right.
a sharpshooter. Wicked.
Yeah,
So
right?
you drill this. Take give me
Okay,
damage.
perfect. I was pretty sure this is what I was doing. It was gonna make that hit. So all right, so we're gonna do the damage.
So for the folks at home, sharpshooter gives you the ability to take -5 to your attack roll, and if you hit, you get +10 to your damage, which is so much damage.
Yes,
This is
it
a power attack.
I'm also gonna do. But I'm gonna check because I think I had some of my maneuvers you have to declare beforehand. Some of them you have to declare after. So I'm checking one of them because I think I might have had to declare it beforehand.
Menacing?
Yeah, menacing.
I think you could do it on hit.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's on hit.
Then we're gonna do a menacing, another maneuver of mine called menacing attack, which also requires a superiority die to be expended. So that's my D8. So I expend it, and I'm going to attempt to frighten the target with that shot as well, since it was just a gnarly shot that came out of 3/4 cover.
So
I'm gonna add the superiority die to the attack.
13
damage.
plus 1d10 plus 1d8.
Yes.
And then they make a wisdom save.
Where's my D10?
If they survive.
If they survive, yep.
If they survive. Let's see. So on the D10, so 13 plus 8 plus 5. Somebody help me with math who's got a calculator.
That's 26.
Thank you. 26
So-
is total damage.
Where are you aiming? So this guy's like laying down. His head is sort of
Mhm.
away from you.
I kind of want to like it's like because the fear is there too. It's like it's gonna hit his head, but he's barely gonna see it. Like almost like he's turning it, just takes out his temple.
All right. And so the shot, as he's holding this in his hand, and the shot kind of goes clear through, and it's like the headbands that you can buy at the costume stores with the arrow going through, and the hand falls down. Roll a d20 for me, whoever's feeling lucky.
All right, I rolled a 12.
All right, and
I'm so
so
glad I didn't do it.
you don't hear the hand just falls.
All right.
Okay,
and you don't see
awesome.
anything fall from the top of the mast.
All right, bonus action, second wind. I'm going to use my bonus action. Second wind allows me to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus my fighter level. My fighter level is level 4, so it'll be d10 plus 4. Do I gain health? Oh, it's a 10! It's a 10!
Proud
Ah!
of you.
I'm so proud of me too. That's the max I could have gotten.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm over here feeling pretty hurty. So yay, we're gonna add 14 health back to my HP. So I nailed that shot, saw the hand fall, and suddenly I'm invigorated. Oh.
So that archer is dead.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Smoked.
Good job, Ewan.
And
Thank
so
you.
next up,
team.
so you did your thing. So the sentinel will barrel at Odyssey
Ooh.
and will make, for its first attack, will make a shove attack on you. So you need to
Oh,
roll
no.
a strength check.
Oh. Great. At disadvantage, I believe, as well.
You had disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Oh, actually,
Oh,
not.
you mean just
No, it's because it's because of my
right
aging.
because of your thing.
Yeah, I did not roll poorly though, and I only have -1. How about a 15?
Oh yeah, so you're able to kind of, this guy trips over his own feet, and you
Wow.
feel your jinx kind of make him stumble, and
Nice.
he's just sort of tangling with you with his mace in the other hand, and you
Oh,
feel like he wrenches free the mace and he brings it down on top of you. That'll be a 10 plus. If I want to keep you all alive, this is a great dice to keep rolling. It's really excellent. It doesn't roll anything at all. All right. 5, 15.
Keep it up. You and me can both roll nothing.
15 hits.
Did you do the D4?
Oh, D4.
Yeah, -4. Oh, good.
Does an 11 hit?
No! Haha!
And so you'll feel this. You'll feel something different. Like this was not just a swing of a mace. You feel like this magic underneath you start to like rumble the crate underneath you as though it were trying to shake you free. And it seems to have failed completely. Next up is Odyssey. You just survived a tangle with a giant, something that literally I don't think anyone would have taken bets on, that you would have beat a strength challenge.
With Odd will be bragging about this to his friends for years to come.
Elon is fully a supporter of Odyssey, all right? The gentleman learned to spy within a day. There's some faith. There's some faith.
I want to make like a you merely adopted the brambles joke, like because that's the reason that it missed because of the Bane spell.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, there's
I'm not
that.
going to.
Odyssey is also fighting for the honor of Josephine. I mean, really,
I thought about sending her with the Badgers, but
Dang, we are recording today on the release of episode 9, and you want to know who watched episode 9 today? Grumblebee. Yes, she did. So did I.
Amazing.
All right.
Now we have 2 views.
that was
That's like,
No,
like-
we have
have like
many
70.
more than 2.
I think there were 9 last time I checked. So don't
On
even.
episode 9, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I've only
okay.
been promoting it for like a couple hours.
Yeah.
People are busy on Mondays. So anyways, Odyssey, what are you up to?
Odd is going to. Have we hit this giant at all with anything?
Yes.
I hit it once.
Oh,
I hit
It's
it for
not
like
bloodied,
5
but
damage.
it's not doing well. And you also force damaged it with your jinx.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so he's bloodied.
No.
Oh, he's looking.
He's
Not even-
hurt.
Oh, he's not even bloodied yet. Okay.
No, not
I
at
mean,
all.
Odd could purely believe that they see blood. Just right there is a little bit, like a little splatter. It's definitely there. Yeah.
Okay.
Full on belief. If you believe, believing is seeing is how it works. You manifest.
Manifesting my enemy's downfall.
Channel your home coven of unlucky high elven whatever juju you're smoking and just get in there and manifest that bloodiness.
Perfect. Well, we're gonna start with the jinx on our friend.
All right.
With our misfortune or whatever.
I have only rolled 4s with this D4. That is going away.
I love it.
So
dice jail.
yeah, so 11 plus 1 minus 4, it fails.
Yep. Okay, so he's gonna take. Oh, not as good this time. 3 force damage, and then I guess we're gonna go for broke. Odd's gonna leap back
my God.
to the railing.
I think that I could be wrong about this, but I think that you do have the ability to teleport as an Eladrin.
I do. Oh,
Okay, so that's
well, I have
helpful.
Misty Step right now.
No, you have face step as an Eladrin. You can just teleport. Yep.
Not all the time, but yeah, once per
Well, I'm just gonna leap dramatically. He's feeling really empowered by his strength success.
Yeah.
He's going for it. And then he's gonna cast Inflict Wounds on this giant.
Oh.
Okay, go do.
Yeah, so
Inflict some wounds. Inflict it. Do it.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. 19. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
Nice.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're
19 matches.
gonna. Oof.
Or no,
Ooh.
just beats.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, and I know I have a third one. All right. So 7, 8, 9, 10. 16 damage. And oh no, that's it. 16 damage.
That's wicked. He's definitely bloodied now. Let me make the Constitution save. Wow, and the spikes go away.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
So now the deck is clear again. As this is happening, you'll recall there was the second guard that had ran off to deal with try to see what happened at the explosion, and you'll see a strange sight. A giant with a massive sword with glowing runes is just sort of flying through the night air at you in your direction.
Above the ship?
Nope, on its way to you. And it's coming well, let's see, who can see this? Odyssey can see this. And it's making its way towards the ship. And he will start on the top of next initiative.
Can I have a free action to shout panically at my comrades that look over there?
Absolutely.
That happens.
Wonderful. Karis, you're up.
Okay. Well, it's just flying, huh? How far up is it? How far up are they?
The giant is using this is probably about 10 or 15 feet in the air, and is clearly concentrating on a spell.
Oh, you don't say. Cool. That's useful information for any of my party members who can deal damage to them and force them to roll not to fail their concentration and then possibly fall out of the sky. But in the meantime, I have more important things to do. I run to the mast and try to install Jenkins.
All right, make
Mary Jenkins.
So, like, what are you basing this on? Like, I'm gonna say like an intelligence check.
Sure.
Yeah, just roll me any intelligence check.
Okay. You mean like any intelligence skill, or just roll intelligence?
Intelligence. If
Okay.
you have one that's like, if you have a tool that you're proficient in that would help with this, that would be doable. But
my tool I have is the disguise kit.
Put him on that mast.
So what was your roll?
I rolled a 5 plus, I think, 0.
Okay, so you're like, this is solid wood. So
is there like, what exactly am I trying to do here?
You're trying to create you need to create like a setting for it.
Okay, then I think that what I would like to do is
give
the rock to Kendall, and then cut a hole out of the mast for Kendall to use as the setting.
Wonderful. Wicked. Make an attack roll.
Okay. That is a natural 20.
Okay, so you carve out a beautiful chunk of the mast for a setting.
Sick. I am going to run over here since there's no longer brambles.
So you hop down from the mast and you're running?
Oh, if I'm up, I'm swinging.
Okay, buy some pineapple lights.
Hey, it took me a second. That was a thinker.
Loved that so much.
I would love to grab a rope and swing out and then jump off and then land over here by the giant. I would love to try and do that.
All right, you do that.
Right.
So you see with it, but in a cat-like way. So
right, yes.
The claw goes into a rope and you knock it free, and there's this Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean like swinging out like ha ha, and like cape billowing behind them, and then there's what happens with Karis, which is like claws into the rope, and it's just like. as her eyes are just huge, and she leaps up and the claws go into the deck, and she starts running forward.
Nice.
Next up is Kendall. You have been palmed the gem of Jenkins, as I'm now calling it. There has been a thing cleft into it, and so I will give you, and it would cost you an action and just kind of I'll give you a first level spell slot to get it installed.
All right, let's do it. Going over to there. This is the place I gotta be at, right?
Yep.
I'll use my first level spell slot and my action, and I'm gonna put that thing in the setting and try my best to install it with my knowledge of the arcane.
Wicked. So you get in there and you put this gem into it, and it goes, and you see that the hands will start to appear around, and you'll see them right now.
Hey.
They're just sort of starting to manifest.
It's very good to see you, Jenkins.
For the record, I do want the fans at home to know that the natural 20 came from this thing, which hasn't been rolling that well today, but it rolls well when it needs to. That's what I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why the party is still alive is because I'm using my stupid metal dice. This could have easily been a TPK, and that's really why we DM,
TPK,
isn't it?
Easily.
To TPK.
I have a lot of hit points and resistances.
All right. So Kendall, you do that. Any bonus action movement? You see this giant flying towards the ship?
None bonus actions.
All right, wicked.
My only bonus action is healing word, and it doesn't seem necessary right now.
Well, you can still pretty good, right?
Elin, you're up.
All right. I think if I understand where this thing is flying, I think I can do a vortex dart at it. I think.
From where you are
this
right
is something
now?
this is new for me. Yes, I can do that, but fun fact, it doesn't actually say the range on the thing. FYI, I've been trying to find that for a while.
Oh, just,
The
I
range
could not
on,
find
the
it.
you
range
just
on
have to have a
vortex dart
weapon.
is it. I'm just gonna say itself, and
Alright.
you can just take your shot.
Because it says
Okay.
you must make a ranged attack with a weapon, so it probably just uses the range of that weapon.
Yeah, we'll say that.
It's likely, but it didn't clarify, so there wasn't a way to know if the spell boosted it. So we could go with that. I could strap it onto the
Heavy.
crossbow, yeah, and maybe we should sharpshoot it. I'm trying to gauge this distance. Maybe I'll sharpshoot it. Yeah.
I mean,
sharpshoot it.
I think that dealing any amount of damage is better than dealing more damage right now if you're shooting at the flying one, because if you hit it, like having a higher chance of hitting is better than having more damage, because if you hit it, they might lose concentration and fall into the sea. Or on the ground. It's so fun. That's my opinion, but you should do whatever you feel.
Do what you would like to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you'd like to take your shot, take your shot.
Yeah.
I barely processed most of what you just said because I was reading. So...
Okay, so I was just saying that they're concentrating on a spell, and if you deal damage to them, they have to roll or lose concentration. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna do the maneuver on it.
You won't get anything out of the vortex start at this point because there's nothing near it.
You can't do like precision attack on it?
Well,
you
there's
can,
just no reason to vortex start. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't add anything.
All right.
Because you're level 4.
Being elaborate.
So, for those at home, vortex start is a spell which says that like when you're making a ranged attack, you can vortex start, and if you hit, then it pulls all the other enemies towards where you hit. So because there's nobody else near them, that's all vortex start does. Then there's no reason to use vortex start.
Well, it would move them too.
No, it would pull things to the target.
And each large or smaller creature. The target suffers the attack's normal effects. And doesn't it move them too?
Or be pulled to the nearest unoccupied space adjacent to the target, which is already where they are, I think.
Yes. You hit the giant, everything gets pulled in towards the giant.
That's kind of what I wanted, unless you guys don't want to be closer to it. No, all right.
No, we're not. We're not within.
You're not within 10 feet.
There's nothing within 10 feet of the. It's in the air, way over there.
Oh, see, it's hard to visualize this. All right.
Can you vortex dart the ground?
Okay, so then we're just gonna do.
So that's one thing, Elin. Or if you want to use vortex dart,
I could pull it towards I could pull it towards it with them. Yeah.
You could shoot at the ground.
I could suck it towards the. Do you want me to suck it towards you guys? Do you want me to suck it towards you?
No, I think I want it to stay away while we leave with the ship.
I don't know. You can suck what you want to suck.
Yeah, suck what you want to suck, girl. Do you? This is a great.
I think I'm more confused than anything at this point.
We're positive here.
I think I'm just more confused than anything at this point.
I think
so. I'm just gonna precision attack it.
Great.
Okay, take your shot.
I'm now just thoroughly confused. We're going to do it. I did take my shots already. So it's going to be plus the heavy crossbow. Where's the math here? It's about 10. 1d plus 7. So it's going to be 19.
19 to hit. That matches.
Hit. Nice.
All right. So then it's 1d10 plus 3 plus the. Right. So we're gonna add that as a bit before. I'm gonna do. Yeah. So it's just a 1d10 plus 3. All right. Okay, we're going to d6 79.
All right, great. Take your shot. Oh wait, 9 damage. Great. It fails the concentration save and falls.
Yeah!
And it takes 3 damage.
Yeah, we did it. 3
So
damage.
a total of 12 damage here. So it is not enthused that occurred. And will brush itself off. You'll see it kind of shroud itself in mist, and it will teleport itself up here.
Nice.
And then it's shaking some fire down into its sword. It will do an upswing at Odyssey. So that'll be that'll be a 20 to hit, a 21 to hit.
Yep, that sure does hit.
Cool. So that's gonna be 1d6 plus 1d8. All right. So you're gonna take 7 damage.
Okay, and then I have a reaction as well, so let me know.
Okay.
What I need to do.
Suffers the target's normal effects. Fire to leap. When you reach certain levels, 1d8 to extra damage, and the fire damage of the second creature increases to 1d8 in spellcasting. So, and then it will also jump to you, Karis, and you will also take 7.
Okay. I don't get a say in this.
What do you mean?
It just deals damage to me because it hit Odyssey.
Yes, it's a
Yeah,
cleave.
okay.
It's Green Flame Blade, the cantrip.
So it's fire damage?
It's all fire damage.
Great.
Cool. Odyssey, you had a reaction?
Yes. Yeah, sorry. I am going to use my telekinetic reprisal. So when I take damage, you have to roll a strength saving throw.
11.
Oh, sweet. Okay, great. So I hit, or you don't save, I suppose. So you'll take 2d8 force damage, and you're pushed 10 feet from me.
Ooh.
Okay, 1, 2. Wicked.
Nice.
And that's going to be, oh, wow. 15. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it
We're
was
doing
a good one.
absolute work here.
It's either don't hit 0 damage or all the damage.
Some of us are doing absolute work. Some of us are looking real hard at things.
Hey, you put the hands in. That's important.
Yeah, you Jenkins does.
I love it. All right, so that was the spell sword, and we, Odyssey, it's your turn.
Okay.
I may have accidentally switched the orders of the two, but it's fine.
It's okay. I'm not upset.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
Oh, good to know.
All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna jinx this guy.
The close
There's
one?
one in front of me. Yep.
Okay.
And I will use my.
Oh, also make a concentration check on Bane
Okay.
before I do this. Oh my fucking.
What is it? It's plus my spell seat or my.
It's plus Constitution.
Oh, plus con. Oh, great. Okay. 15.
So that saves.
Fine, right?
They fail. They rolled a nat 1. -4, so that's a -3.
Ah, jeez.
I can't roll to save my life. You and me, Kendall.
4 damage.
Dem low
For
rolls.
4 damage. Alright, wicked.
And then I guess I'm gonna use my dagger.
Dagger?
Yep.
Are they nowhere?
Hey.
Remember, it's at disadvantage?
Yep. And I am going to re-roll that with my fortunate twist. Nice. 19 to hit.
Hits.
Sweet. And that is 3 damage.
Alright, wicked. Aelin kind of pulling up her heavy crossbow, not often used, brings this up and puts a bead on this giant that's flying through the air strangely, and drills this giant. And as this hits, kind of buries itself in the hip of this giant at a weak point in their breastplate armor. It tumbles to it is so surprised it tumbles to the ground. Wham! As it comes to, it shrouds itself in mist, warps up onto the deck, and drives fire through Karis and Odyssey. Odyssey, stone glowing brightly in his pocket, sends a reverberation of force back through this giant and drives it back, turning his attention to the spell sword in front of him. He drives out first this aura of black smoke, and digs into this creature and starts to bludgeon, kind of like the smoke seems to be punching at this giant in front of him. And as the smoke seems to rile around it, Odyssey stands up with a dagger, brave blonde hair brilliantly flowing in the wind, petals falling out of it, and stabs with a little dagger. And
okay.
As this magic kind of starts boiling around him, this the giant in front of you will start this whirlwind around itself, and the wind starts spinning so quickly, and your ears are, it's going so loud that your ears are deafened, and as well are your toes. I guess your toes could also be deafened in this situation. And you feel like it's difficult to move through this space. It almost seems like moving through water. The wind is moving so quickly. And then it doesn't have any bonus actions, so that will be the end of its turn.
So the spinning one is the one that's bloody next to us?
The one that's bloody next to you. And actually, it would make sense to move past you. So attacks are made at disadvantage, so it will take the 2 opportunity attacks.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, I don't know if I would get an opportunity attack if I have a whip. I don't know how far it's going, I guess.
If you would have a regular claw opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's on you.
Great. Okay.
And so so too would you. Well, actually, nope. You would get it odd. Yep.
Right, but it's only with melee weapons, right?
Yep.
That's how opportunity attacks work. Okay. So 3 damage. Come on. Oh. Yeah. Let's do the thing.
My attack roll is 21.
With disadvantage?
Oh no. My attack roll was nat 1.
Cool.
No, odd does not hit.
All right, and this guy will jump down onto the boxes, knocking them into a pile, and will settle down here on the edge of the boat. Next up is Karis.
So there's like a bunch of wind. Where is this wind like contained?
It's centered around him.
And are we still inside of it?
Within 10 feet. So
I am.
You
Odyssey
are.
is not. And so
Odyssey
for
is
me, moving is harder, and hearing is harder, and attacking is
You're
harder.
deaf. You are deafened. You cannot hear anything.
Not a fan of that.
You are. It is difficult terrain.
Okay. What about the hands? Do we have to do anything to have them start like departing?
They're just starting to materialize.
Yeah,
it's like the
okay.
spin up.
Yeah, so I guess I was just curious if it's like now that it's been like the next round, like is it like a several minutes spin up, or is it like a?
You'll see. I mean, they're starting to materialize.
Great,
is what
okay.
you see currently.
Okay, cool. Well, Yeah, this twirly whirly guy presents some difficulties, I suppose. I think that what I would like to do is use another rage to change which weapon I have manifested, and use a bonus action to enter new rage, and switch from claws to tail.
All right.
So you can see the wind whipping everywhere after Karis gets burned by the fire and now can't even hear and is just super out of it. She looks around, sees the enemy that burned her, and starts running that direction. She's out of it, but she's gonna kind of start shifting around.
All right.
I guess I guess that I will attack and then I'll change weapons, unless that's less fun flavor-wise.
You do whatever you want to do.
Okay, well, I'm going to go over here, just in case there's more inflict wounds that Odyssey wants to do with flanking. We'll just run around. And I will attack first with a claw. 25. I don't have disadvantage anymore,
No.
right? Okay, yeah, 25.
Hits.
Great. So that is another 1. So 5 slashing damage, and I get advantage on the next one, so I'll attack with the claw again. With advantage. And I'll reroll this one with Elven accuracy. And doesn't matter, so 21. Okay, and roll another d6. This one deals 9 damage. And then bonus action is going to shift me into a tail. So my claws kind of retract. You can see the rainbow primal energy glowing, and then the claws kind of move back and the rainbow dissipates. But at the same time, cat tail grows out of where tails grow out of, and and Karis' stance shifts to be more defensive. That's all.
All right, Wicked Kendall.
All right.
Kendall's not wicked.
Hey.
All right. Let's see. What am I doing with myself? We got this one over here. Is this the one that I tried to attack earlier?
Yes.
Cool.
They
Let's
both have
sing
high
that
AC.
same song. I'm gonna try to hit it with Ray of Sickness.
Well, is this the one?
You would know it currently has a morass of wind spinning around it.
Never mind. I'm gonna try to hit this one.
Yay! Sickness.
I'm sick, apparently.
Oh no!
I can't hit anything at all.
No.
What did you roll in that one?
No, I
2.
rolled a 2, actually.
Okay, well that's better than a net one.
Yeah, maybe with these guys, saves are better than attacks, just because they have such high AC.
But I mean, actually, anything bonus action movement you want to do, it's moving towards you. This wind is moving towards you.
Yeah, you might want to run away from this swirly whirly.
You can move if you're feeling like getting out of the way.
I'm not sure where to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'll be closer to Elin.
Yeah, get closer to me.
It can't be up on top of the where the
You're fine.
Where the steering wheel is, and also down below at the same time. So if you two split up, then you can't both be chased by swirly whirly at the same time.
All right. So, Aelin, you're up.
All right.
The big one is
Swirly
bloody.
Whirly is now coming out to us, right?
The
It's coming out
former
to us.
flyer, yes.
All right. Just out of curiosity, could I give anything?
I think that's all 4 of your superiority dice, right?
No, actually, because some of those you guys changed them on me, so I've actually only used 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have to use them on the other ones since we didn't do certain things and change plans.
Uh-huh.
All right.
we have a conspiracy to preserve your superiority dice for later.
That's what it was.
Now, if I can frighten them, Kendall, I think that gives you an advantage if you try to make an attack roll later, right? So maybe I could try. I could try.
Molly's saying no.
I don't think
No?
that's what the frightened condition does.
It makes them run away.
Well, that's what I'm checking. That's what I'm checking.
They
like,
can't
could
attack
it give
you.
It,
Because
they
you'd
get
be the
disadvantage.
source
They
of
have
the
disadvantage
fear.
to
Advantage
attack you.
Well, they have
but could it
disadvantage on.
give?
Wouldn't
This
give-
is more like when we're talking about the help action. Because remember, help is an action that you can take in D&D period. I'm actually trying to determine if help can help Kendall. Because Kendall's moving closer to where I am. If I frighten them, they're flying towards Kendall. Could that actually create an aid situation or a help situation for Kendall?
So you want to like intimidate them, basically.
By accident. But I'm more invoking help or aid.
If you want
It's a
to do
GM
that,
call.
if you want to do the help action, you can do the help action. If you want to take
Yeah.
a shot and use your fear, you can do that.
I'm attempting to
You know what you could do?
lend
They're-
Kendall an advantage.
You can use the help action and you will take no attacks.
I will do it.
Great.
I appreciate you, friend.
I will do it because I'm here for the role play. And I see my friend is struggling and now running towards me.
All
Yep.
right.
Everything's missing.
I'm coming, Kendall!
So next up is Swirly Whirly.
Nice.
And Swirly Whirly.
Was a bear.
Yes. We stand a king. Swirly Whirly.
For all those new to D&D, help, aid is actually an action that is not something that is specific to any particular character. It is something you can do in D&D.
So it is going to run forward and burn its final spell slot on turning the...
What is that?
Somebody
Sounds like a plane.
tuning a motorcycle.
It sounds like
in the
a
background.
remote car. Like a
Tuning
remote
a
car.
phone.
RV.
So it
Oh, I
sounds
thought
like.
that was.
Um,
I thought that was some Foley work. Honestly.
All right, and so what they're gonna do is they're gonna drop a spike growth on this whole area up here, and that'll be their final second level spell slot. So, Aelin, you don't take any damage. Kendall, you don't take any damage, but if you were to move, you will.
All right.
As it coats this part of the deck.
Sure.
And the wind falls.
Cool.
Can only concentrate on one thing at a time.
The X Swirly Whirly is off the map.
Now
for
a
me.
spiny whiny. Yep.
The Spiny Whiny is not on the map for me. Just so that you know.
Okay.
Disappeared.
Next up is Odyssey.
Okay.
Between me and you, one of the reasons that I went over here is that if you wanted to do anything that requires you to make an attack, like inflict wounds or dagger, if you go on the other side, you could get advantage.
Like inflict wounds.
Or like a dagger.
Really, odds only two options in terms of.
I mean, you got a crossbow, but that's not as good in melee. So.
Okay. I actually.
It is if you are me, but not if you're Odyssey.
Yeah, I do have one spell slot left, so maybe we'll go for it here. I'm gonna jinx him first.
Okay.
Near Chaos.
We'll fail again.
Oh, great! This is great. I love it.
Everything is going off for you. Oh, it's bloodied, by the way.
Yes, 7 damage.
And the spiny whiny is mortal.
Are really doing well for me today, Molly. In contrast,
sick.
Okay, and then I will move on up and flank, and I will use my last spell slot to cast Inflict Wounds.
All right. To do it at advantage.
Let's do it. Where's my other d20? Sorry. All right.
Oh,
19 will hit. Is that right? Or is that match?
19 hits.
Oh, good. Okay.
Meet it, beat it.
So what is it? 3d10. Grid news.
Yeah, here's something weird too, Grumblebee.
well, I thought for a second I heard it in my home. I was like, wait, was that my headphones or is it behind me?
It sounds like a drill.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like a drill.
Alright.
23 damage.
23 damage?
23
10.
damage.
Inflict wounds is ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, it's like the only thing
This one is mortal.
sick.
Woo!
Next up is
I'm
the...
gonna high five Karis over the corpse of this giant. Probably
Right.
off
It's not
Thank
dead.
you.
It's about to die.
It's mortal, so it's
Not yet.
Quarter.
Not yet.
The wound was mortal. I see.
It... You know what? Actually, I'm sorry, but it would have done this. It is gonna counterspell your thing.
Okay.
Because I think that's
Yeah.
what it would do. 32 was where it was. So seeing this come out in this tremendous wave of necrotic energy pour into it, and he's just like with the sword. He's like, no, and it just sort of drives it's the smoke for the first time in your life that you've actually successfully driven it into someone. It gets pushed back, and you're like, what the is going on?
Is that how that works normally?
The jinx or the
inflict wounds.
Yeah. Would he have done it with the jinx first though? Could he have done it with the jinx first? I'm just trying to get him to waste.
Nah, the jinx isn't a
Just
spell.
trying, you know?
It's just
he would have done it. No, because it's a spell. And then it's his turn. He will Odd, he's assessing you as the threat at this point because you're pouring out massive amounts of really powerful damage.
What do I gotta do to get attacked? I haven't been attacked all day.
You gotta do more than like 1 damage at a time.
I just did 9 and like 5. I did 14 last turn.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
You know what,
It will turn around at you, Karis, and it will force a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, what have I done? I'm not actually upset. I hope you know that.
No, I know.
Good. Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Great.
Can I ask a clarifying question really quick?
Yes, please.
I've just never used this spell before. How does sleep work? So the way that it's described in the PHP, you roll 5d8, and the total is how many hit points of creatures this spell affects.
Right.
So if you rolled a total of 14, all creatures who are 14 and under.
Okay.
No.
I thought.
No,
Like,
that's not how that works.
It would knock out. So
Is
if
it like a
you roll
cumulative total?
5d8, let's say that you roll 40. Let's say right now the Sentinel has like 9 health, right? So then that would take off 9. So then you would have 30 worth. And then if the next creature had 30 or less,
Okay.
it would go to sleep.
Yeah, so
I
like,
don't know if
it's a
anybody heard
pool.
me say "is it" first because I was asking a clarifying question and
Well,
you
then
came at
you
me
can
hot.
just pretend
I was like,
that
"Whoa!"
when we said no, we were actually answering your question very nicely, very helpfully.
I was like, "Whoa!" Everybody just came at me hot real quick. I'm with her.
Honestly,
I'm just trying to
the
clarify
That's what I would
what
have
they just said.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, that was
Wisdom
not
save
the
is 5.
intention.
yeah, we were just trying to make sure we didn't get any confusion, I think.
No, I was.
I think we were
asking
just
to
excited.
clarify what they were asking, and I didn't understand what they were saying. So I was like, "Say it's like this," and then everyone's like, "No!" I was like, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll never ask a clarification question again."
That's not the
My
intention.
We were just
The intention
excited.
is not for you to not clarify things.
Yeah,
Everybody's
so
really
the
hot and heavy
example
right now. There's giants everywhere.
the example that I usually use is goblins because it's easy to figure out like goblins are around like 7 to 10 health, and like when you roll 5d8, you're usually rolling somewhere between like 12 and like 40. Like that's usually around where you end up.
40 is the max.
Yeah. So like, if you roll low, you might only get the one goblin. But if you roll high, you might get 4 or 5 of them.
Okay. Also, guys, good thing this is coming to a head at the finale, but I just also realized I do have cure wounds. So if we need that.
That's pretty fun.
I know. Would have been great to know before this.
We're all doing pretty okay right now, though.
Yeah.
This is my save. 5.
Okay,
Wisdom
you're
save.
paralyzed.
Oh.
Yeet.
As
That's not as
you
bad
become
as
the
it gets,
target
right?
of a held person, and it will turn
It's a
around.
spell,
and,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And it will turn around and it will swing. It will just bring a normal mace attack down on Odyssey. That's a nat 20.
Oh no.
So that will be.
Being too close to the sun.
Didn't you just say you had cure wounds?
I do. That's tempted.
20 slashing damage as this sword comes down through you.
It turns out also I have resistance to slashing damage. I just didn't know what Eladrins get, which was my bad. So now I think
So
you
wait.
get half damage, right?
Wait,
You
what?
get half.
I have, as an Eladrin, I have damage resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and non-magical attacks, and I get advantage on all saving rolls.
That sounds like
Racial features.
not.
Is that a racial
I
feature?
have resistance too. Yeah. Who
Is that
knew?
a level 1 facial feature?
I think so. Yeah. Autumn Eladrin.
Yeah.
I looked it
Nito
up.
burrito.
I haven't been using any of this stuff.
Wait, what?
I don't know about that.
Autumn Eladrin. It might be because you're autumn.
Oh, yeah, autumn.
Yeah, it's because it's autumn.
But I
Right.
have
Because doesn't the different seasons have like different stuff? Maybe
Yeah,
that's
have
why.
different
I'll
stuff.
put the leaves in my hair the whole.
So you're using
pretty good.
Eladrin MTF.
Well, obviously. That's the best kind of Eladrin.
I have absolutely no idea what Eladrin you're looking at.
Is it
in
the
the
best
Okay.
scary autumn Eladrin?
This is the wildest thing. Eladrin.
Basically, we're
It's the one
doubting it because
that's
that would be a little bit
available.
too good for a
It's
race.
crazy. No, I'll put it
No,
here.
there's 3.
Do you have D&D Beyond, Molly? Oh,
I've got
Autumn-
D&D Beyond.
I can send you the link to this.
I mean, I'm looking it up now too because it
can
sounds like you're looking at the one from the books, right?
Yeah, maybe
What's the name of it? So the problem is that there's one in 3 books. Grumblebee. So there's one in
Yeah, I'm looking it up,
Mordekainen's
yeah.
Tome of Foes. There's one in MPMM, and then there's an Unearthed Arcana one. I don't see resistance to all damage.
How do I tell which book this is coming from? Sorry. Team.
I don't know.
It
Send a
should tell you the
screenshot to the
source.
Discord.
Drop the link in Discord, and I'll see what I can find too.
Maybe it's something.
Yeah. We're all popping into the different books right now.
It's not from the PHP. It's
Mordenkainen?
Tome of Foes.
It's Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes.
That,
Okay.
I'm on the Eladrin. Yeah, damage resistance is bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. If it's a non-magical
is that-
attack.
And then I
that
also have
player
magic
characters?
resistance.
It is literally under Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. It says medium fake, chaotic neutral. It looks like it's not necessarily for player characters. I think it's technically.
So I think
Yeah,
that might be
The wall.
so there's Autumn Eladrin,
Yeah, I
which
found
is
the Fae.
which is a creature.
Yeah.
It is not the playable race.
Yeah.
There's
So
damage
the
resistance.
playable race has a thing called Phase Step, which allows you to do if you are currently in Autumn.
This also
immediately-
has face stuff.
Well,
they
yes,
do
but
also have
that's-
Phase Step, but that's an NPC
Okay.
stat block.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like, yeah, no,
I can
Eladrin
send
would
you
be
the-
the best race. Everyone will play
well,
Eladrin.
and I was like, how do I have all these like? What? Okay, just kidding. My
I'll send
apologies.
you the various
You're
like,
fine.
incarnations of Eladrin, and then you can see that they have Phase Step, and then decide like which one because here's one that's like
But
face step and then
let's just get on.
Regardless,
'cause
I apologize.
We're time.
right, you're getting attacked.
So how much? I'm sorry. How much damage do I take? None. Haha! My plan worked perfectly.
It was a crit with a mace, and I rolled a 1d8, and I rolled a 7. It was 20 damage, 20 slashing.
Oh,
damage.
jeez.
So
Okay.
you go to 1.
So I have 1. I am going to use my reaction again.
Okay.
For my other.
Fails.
He fails the saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay.
I forgot what it is. 2d8. Okay, great. And then he is pushed back as well. 10.
Okay. And so you go
10
down like a
feet.
bowling pin, Karis.
Quick question though. Did you use the face step?
No, I did not.
Okay, all right. Because don't
down,
forget
like,
you get
bowling
the charm check thing.
Sure. No, I didn't. He
So-
took
All right.
10 damage
And how much?
from that. 11.
Okay, cool.
And they move 10 feet away.
And he gets pushed 10 feet back, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know if hold person is a concentration.
It is. And you're unparalyzed.
Woo!
All right. So as this chaotic round begins, the giant strides up onto the platform, letting the wind fall down from around him, bringing up these thick brambles around Kendall and Aelin. They find themselves just barely on top of and nearly unable to move because of it. On the other side of the and as Kendall levies another ray of sickness that seems to be driven away by the wind just beforehand, Aelin, stepping forward, says, you can do this. You can do this, Kendall. I believe in you. I believe in you. Don't necrotize me, but I believe you. I believe in you, Kendall. And
Necrotize that way.
necrotize that one. And it gives and is trying to spur on the spirits of her counterpart.
Fear on the spurt.
Karis, after clawing twice into the back of this formerly flying giant, is turned light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. As the sword of this giant spins around and comes down on Odyssey, putting him nearly into an early grave. The gem in Odyssey's pocket activates once again and drives this giant back, knocking its concentration free as Karis comes back to after only a few moments paralyzed.
That's lucky, but Odyssey did just take 20 damage in order to achieve that, so
And so
that's a
Karis,
sacrifice.
you are up.
And also, as a note, do not have cure wounds.
With
All right.
Someone
the
was
level,
God.
the CR 11 Autumn Eladrin, however, does.
Well, that's what it aspires to be. That's what
CR
he,
10.
that's how he sees himself.
I am
Yes.
going to okay, so Karis gets paralyzed, gets knocked over. Am I prone?
Yes.
Okay, gets knocked over, and then is suddenly freed and sees Odyssey like barely able to stand. Does a handspring to jump up, dodging the giant's swing, and moves over here. Does this giant? Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm moving right here. So I don't know if it's got reach or not, but if it doesn't, then it should get an attack of opportunity against me.
As it's prone, okay.
Oh, it's prone too?
Does it say knocks him prone on your feature? I don't think it does.
I don't believe so. It just pushes him
I
back.
don't think so.
Okie dokie. So that's a nat 20.
Did you have disadvantage?
No.
Because I am going to be using staying power this turn, so it should get disadvantage on opportunity attacks.
It is only 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
14, sorry. So
I'm
7.
not like you. I'm going to do staying power regardless, so you should have disadvantage regardless. I'm confused.
Okay. So you're gonna take 6 damage.
Okay. Cool. I'll take 6 damage. And I will use. So here, let me take the damage on my character sheet, and then I'm going to use my dance flare, which is staying power. Which says that any allies within 10 feet of me can expend hit dice and regain that much. I'll say the specifics in a sec. I am going to, I take my 6. I take 24. And then I will spend a hit die of my own. And then Odd, you can spend hit dice.
Yeah, what is it? I get to spend however many hit dice I want, and then
However many you want.
Ooh,
Yes.
I will.
Oh no, up to 2.
Up to 2, still good.
Yes,
I will.
up to my
I will do
proficiency to a bonus. So
that.
yeah.
What did we decide? I get D10s. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. I will use 2.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'm gonna use.
Nice.
And then you get to add your Constitution modifier.
Which is 0. So, well, but you know,
Okay.
I appreciate the effort.
Or actually, wait. I think Barbarian hit dice are D12s, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to roll. I have a D12. Yeah, D12.
Oh.
And I got a 12. So I'm chilling at full health.
Okay, so that was your action.
That was my action. I'm at full health, and that's cool with me. That's enough. I just got up, and I can't move any further because I was prone. So I got up. I ran over here to try to protect Odd, and I stayed powerfully so that we could both heal ourselves.
All right, Kendall, you have the help action, and you're up.
All right.
No! Come on, Boo Boo!
We're gonna do our best, y'all.
I believe.
And so as this happens, the Jenkins hands are becoming more solid, and you see them. They're starting to move over to where the anchor is moored, and they're starting to start the machinations to be pulling the anchor up. Where you see Jenkins are being shredded by these spikes as they keep trying to go that way. And so you see a few you're losing Jenkins the more that they go up there.
Jenkins.
It's gonna be Jenkins soon.
Kendall, it's your turn.
Just have
Does a
Jenkins
17 hit this guy?
Yes.
Finally.
Ah!
Not an impressive amount of damage, though. It's only 5 damage. Actually, you know what? I have advantage. Let me just try again. Is that all right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you got advantage. Take it.
22.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you hit. Where are you? Is this Ray of Sickness or this is Chill Touch?
This is Ray of Sickness.
All right. Tell me
Sometimes,
about how
ladies
this
and
Ray of
gentlemen.
Sickness works, please.
So,
what it looks like.
So he's gonna take 6 points of damage and have to make a con saving throw. On a failed save, he's poisoned until the end of his next turn. Until the end of my next turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. You misunderstood.
You want me to
What
describe
does
how
your
it
magic
looks?
look like?
Okay. So Kendall is going to reach out and he's going to put his hand on his holy symbol. Things haven't been working out so far. He's going to just close his eyes and hope. And a green ray is going to shoot forth from his hand and just hit this guy in the stomach.
So, as this happens, the grip on this holy symbol, as this ray kind of shoots forth, and you see in quiet prayer, surrounded by brambles, kind of in this desperate moment, you see bleeding out across the ship is Odyssey, and this bead of green energy just buries itself in this giant, and it falls stiff, and it tumbles backwards down the stairs. As this happens, all the thorns around it crumble into obsidian sand and settle into a grit underneath, and you see one ball bearing.
One ball
this
bearing.
group of sand.
One.
Kendall doesn't hear it, but it's the one time that Eden literally sees this going down and says, "Oh, I don't pray normally, but Kindred, please Just be there for Kendall. Oh, I prayed for 2 seconds. 2 seconds for you.
And that was amazing. So, Aelin, it's your
Wait,
turn.
before we move on, how is Elin looking? Because Elin's the only person I can see right now.
Elin's actually looking pretty fabulous. Pretty good. Yeah, it looked like they got hit pretty hard, but for some reason, as you get closer, you're like, looking fab.
Okay.
You might could like fix their hair like you've done before. You know, it's kind of like a little messy after the tumble, but you could do a little.
Yeah,
favor.
the only bonus action's healing word. So wanted to know if you looked okay.
I will say I will let you prestidigitate her hair as a bonus action.
Nice.
Sure. Prestidigitizes the hair, makes it look like it should.
And so the braids at the sides that keep it tight are just snap back into place.
It's like
And
hashtag,
there's like a little jolt.
Team Kellen over here. One's praying, one's hair fixing.
All right,
Thank you for the help.
So
You
Elin,
are
you're up.
welcome. See, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes just help your teammates out.
And others.
All right, so I saw Kendall just knock that out. I'm just gonna quick do a high five when they get closer to me. Just hammer that one out real quick, and then I got a look above the deck. Do I still see Flyy dude?
Yeah, you can see him like on the way far end of the deck. Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
I can see it. All right. I think that's then still in range of my heavy crossbow, actually.
This?
Should be both.
Yeah,
it should be
alright.
in range of all your crossbows.
No,
that's what I'm
60 feet
checking,
for
but I
hand
think it's pretty
crossbow.
sure it's the heavy crossbow. Yeah, it's heavy crossbow. All right. I'm gonna do the heavy crossbow, and then also I'm gonna heavy crossbow. I think I have to action surge to do a second attack with the heavy crossbow.
Yes.
So action surge, which I haven't done yet. I only get 1 per rounds fighting.
That's assuming it doesn't die to the first heavy crossbow hit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get it ready, and let's see if I roll the first. Heavy crossbow is actually a different number. It's plus 7. Heavy crossbow, yes. It's plus 7. Duh. All right, does a 10. You know what? I'm also gonna do precision attack, which I can decide afterwards.
You
Yeah, that's
that's
now
my
you
third.
see.
That's my third. Yes. Did somebody say my name?
I said, get him.
Oh, get him. All right. I'm sorry. I thought you said Elin. I was like, yes. So it's 10 plus 8. I rolled a D8. I got an 8. So it's 18 now. Does 18 hit?
Got an 8. That's amazing.
All right. So I know. So
It's
that's
like
my third superiority die for
Like a
Molly's,
12% chance.
I know. So
More than
18,
that.
and we're gonna do 1d10
It's 12 and a half.
plus the thingy thing, and then I'll do the action surge for second attack in a second. So
How much damage was the first one?
first one is 6, 7. 1d10 plus 3. Yeah, 7.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna roll to see if I can hit with the action surge. 18, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20, 22, 25. I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit.
Yes.
So we're gonna do another 1d10. I started counting and I don't know why. I was like, it's an 18 plus 7. Another 7.
So, drawing a bead on this kind of as Karis comes around and stomps on the deck, kind of driving a little bit of energy from the weave into her surroundings. Odyssey is revitalized as Kendall drives this great beam of green magical energy across from port to starboard on the ship as the giant falls backward and tumbles off. And Elin, cheering, somehow motivated by her party member's success. I've been misgendering Elin for this whole damn campaign. I should really get on top of it. I'm the transverse of all places, too.
it was good to call anything out. It's fine. It's fine. It's happening.
And so she trains this bead onto this large giant that had just flown in, and lets 2 bolts fly. Dum, dum. The first one hitting it in the upper chest, the other hitting it in the neck, and as the blood starts to trickle down. I don't think I can do that hand motion in this dress. Starts to trickle down. It falls over dead. And so we exit initiative.
Nice.
Ooh, baby.
And so you have a giant ship. The breathing is still going on underneath you.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I forgot about breathing.
Concord Illuminati, what would you like to do?
Well, we have the ship. There is almost definitely a dragon down there, yes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Chances are high.
I'm gonna like slide down and sit my butt on the deck and just be like, oh, I've always wanted to do this. Like, it's our ship, you know, like our ship.
Well, we may want to get rid of the ship, honestly, because it has a dragon.
But like, let me enjoy it for like 2 seconds. I don't even have to like swab this deck if I don't want to. I mean, I spent all this time cleaning other people's ships. Let me just like wade on it. Can I just like roll for a minute?
So
Oh, God, it feels so
we
good.
could start putting some of the Mithral in I don't know, some rowboats or something. Bring it to shore.
You have to be quiet.
You
Not
have made
exactly.
so much noise. If it were sleeping,
I'm not
sleep
exactly
for what
one
was
of them.
keeping it, you would be charred meat.
I'm not that worried.
What if we unload all the Mithral and then we just have the Jenkins hands sail it out to sea without us?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking just sail it out.
Would it take a
I mean,
while?
like,
to
just
unload
Okay.
let just leave it.
Well,
You want
why?
to leave the dragon? You just want to leave the dragon down there and like let it go off into society. Let it go, like,
But
go
then
attack-
again, the dragon on the island was actually fairly reasonable. Maybe if the people that were in charge of it are dead, maybe it has freedom now. We don't know.
It doesn't
We still
honestly
have
like talk to those things.
the necklace, right? That
That was from the Emerald Dragon. It was definitely killing people or
no,
attacking.
I mean like Srivnar's necklace.
Yes,
Oh,
you do.
we do.
So is that related to
Audie, don't
controlling
you
the
like
dragon?
to talk
Maybe.
to this stuff? You could like talk to it, can't you? You like that kind of thing.
I do like animals, and this is a rare. This could be my.
You were up our bums like just a couple months ago about some dragon eggs. I'm just saying.
We don't want to wake it until we're ready.
I don't think it's asleep.
I think it's definitely awake.
I
Okay,
think
we
it's
can't be
just-
sure.
Hey, are you awake?
You were zooming.
Do
You
you
know
want to
how
get
like,
attacked by a
you're
dragon?
zooming across. You just ran across this deck so many times, Karis. Like bubbles.
There's been
Lively.
explosions.
And so
Lively.
just behind the main mast, there is a door that goes downwards. That has
All right.
stairs
just
that lead
saying.
downwards.
All right,
You may
Wendell
have
is
been
gonna go over here. Is this like one of those things where you can see down into the hull of the ship?
Yes.
Can
Okay,
you see it?
he's gonna look down into the hull of the ship.
So
Wow, that's
what
so
you will
smart.
see is you will see first a dark purple rune burning on the bottom of the ship, and this rune seems to be set into something that isn't wood. It's like an obsidian stone or a large gem of some sort.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I can figure out what that is?
It bears striking resemblance to the ones that you saw in the sacrifice circles.
Okay.
It has similar kind of, and if you look through Srivnar's book, it will bear some striking resemblances.
Sure.
And you see bound in this sort of this purple orange shackle around its neck is a dark blue crystal dragon.
Well, I'll tell
Wait,
you
around
what.
what's neck?
Around the
It's what
dragon's
Kendall
neck.
sees.
So
Yeah,
the
it's what
dragon's
Kendall
wearing a
sees.
dragon crystal?
He's
I'll
in
tell you what. There is a purple rune, and there is a purple collar around the dragon's neck, and it cannot move. So I think that rune, which is a lot like the ones that were in the sacrifice circles, I think it is controlling it. I think it's a good idea to go down there and see if I can do something about that rune.
maybe look in the
I
book.
second
Look in the
from
book.
the deck.
The book.
Should we
As I mean,
just do it right now?
Yeah.
Odd, would you
why
like to
not?
look through the book? You're
Well,
very
we
good
could
with
take
books.
it if we
Right.
sail over to the front. If we
But-
sail over to the port, then they can unload the mithril first.
I mean, if you want to start putting the mithril on a boat because you're really just caring
It's on a
about the
boat.
mithril.
We're on a boat.
Sorry,
We're-
I
we're
The
said
sailing.
mithril is why this was
safety
all
boat.
done.
I'm sorry.
The
I
safety
think
boat.
that
Stick it
Odd
on
is
there if you're worried
speaking.
about it.
Okay. Odd is gonna look through the book and see if we can find anything about dispelling the rune or the curse or whatever is controlling the dragon. The necklace.
You will find that that they're in the necklaces of some of the different giants, those that are closest. I have missaid this name a couple times, and I'm sorry. I've been saying the Void's emissary, and it's the Vision's emissary is what I should have been saying. And so you will see note that the Vision's emissary don't have the means to dispel it on their own. That would be kept by the kind of upper ups of, like, Srivnar was an upper up of the group, and so, like, you know that they would have like ways to control it that are like pretty inhumane and painful to the dragon, and that they would be instilled in an amulet that generally the watcher of the ship would carry around. And you'd have to read for about an hour to piece all this out.
Okay.
Well, we could probably get pretty far in an hour with Jenkins.
If there is consensus to do so.
So
Sure.
what are you trying to do with Jenkins?
Well, the whole reason we came here was to rescue the Mithral, right? So there's a bunch of giants, like, we took care of the ones in the city, but there's still tons of them in the mine. They could escape at any time, so we should sail this boat out to the proper port, and then they can unload the Mithral, and we can hopefully free the dragon in a humane way.
Right.
If we get to the port with the dragon, it's probably a bad idea.
I have a question. Out of game. I thought that the explosions trapped the giants in the mine.
Yeah, we thought at
Is
least
that not true?
it would probably keep them for at least like a day or two, we thought.
So
Yeah.
why are you worried about the
Why am I
giants
worried?
in the mine? I'm
Correct.
confused. You said we need to move because of the giants in the mine. If they're held in there, then I don't know why are we worried
Nereus
about
is
that.
concerned that they could escape at any time. Maybe they have wizards. We don't know what they've got going on. But the crucial thing is that, like, the whole reason we took over this boat with Jenkins was to sail it away. That was the plan from the beginning. Like, we're trying to get the Mithral back to the elves.
So okay, so why don't we do this? We'll sail with Jenkins over to the port. We'll drop off the Mithral. We'll sail a little bit away from the island, and then we'll try to figure out this dragon thing, so that we're not close to the island.
Yes, that's what I was asking. Saying we should do.
And you think we should do that in that order versus Hand of the Dragon now, and then sell.
It takes me a while to like figure out the information about the dragon.
It's
Yeah,
going
we
to
don't know
take a
how
while
to
to figure out how to do this, and the dragon has not done anything yet. I don't think that it's going to be an issue until we start trying to do something about it.
Plus, this
I'm
way
more
I can
worried
get.
about like people coming for the ship while we're on it. And the
We're
dragon's still
literally
there.
just taking it around the island, so over to the port, and then
I mean, it's the
unloading.
same worry. It's the same exact worry about giants breaking out. I've got a worry about something coming for the ship. Like
Well,
we
what would come
just
for the ship?
stole a ship.
Right, but
giants.
We
there's
stole a ship with the
Okay,
consent of the
but
leaders.
there's nothing that we know of that could do that. You're worried, and that's understandable. But there is nothing. That's an anxiety that has no founding.
This was the
It's an
plan that we made with
observation.
the leaders of.
What are you observing?
Possibilities. That's what I do.
Oh, it's
essentially.
possible it could rain too. It's possible
Yeah.
that there could be a hurricane. There's a lot of possibilities,
I'm
but
not
there's no
telling you-
founding.
I need you all to chill because I think you're a little bit battle happy. I literally, my house is built on this perspective thing. That's what we do. I'm offering you perspectives. I never said no. So if you want to do what you want to do, go ahead. It's what I do. I tell you alternatives of why something could be bad or not.
I'm
Then
I'm just saying I don't think that that's a very probable one.
Then don't worry about
You
it.
know,
I'm
that
not.
the city is the giants in the city are being handled by the Mithral Guard. You know that the miners that were
By trade.
the reason why the miners by trade, thank you, call back to episode 9, by trade are trapped within the mine. And so anything that might come to take the ship back would be coming from outside.
Which
So
I don't disbelieve because of what happened
impossible.
to us.
Yes.
I mean, we were out to sea and then something blew up our ship. So improbabilities aren't impossible, but I'm not saying you can't do what you want to do. What if you just ran through everything without thinking of possibilities, then that's fine, do it. But I'm not going to sit here and not say possibilities.
I understand what you're saying.
No, you're
we
not.
got to work with
That would
what's
be really
probable. Like we cannot plan for every single contingency.
It's Karis's point then. Fine. Karis says it would be really nice if I'm silent. I shall be silent, and I will roll my way this way. Do as you will.
So we're going to go ahead and have the Jenkins bring us to port.
Ewan has physically actually rolled out towards starboard side, and she's like,
roll.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm on the deck. I've been rolling on the deck. I literally rolled my body starboard side. Karis
I didn't realize you were rolling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I said I was laying on the deck. I was
I missed that. I'm
nice
sorry.
To have my own ship. I got my own place.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I don't know why that mental image was came for me.
Yep. So I just physically rolled my body. All right, I'll roll out. Do.
Elin, roll out.
To the start.
Auto Elin, roll
Right.
out.
We have time to talk to the dragon if we do it right now.
I would like to search the bodies of the people we killed for a controlling medallion.
You climb up to the top. You spend some time. You can roll an investigation check for other things, but you will find a mallet. You saw that the archer that was up in the crow's nest was trying to.
I will roll investigation for other things as well.
Okay.
While I'm there,
and I'll help. I'll help because I can go up high and swing around and lift things.
Can I have advantage on that?
Yes.
For my help. Okay, well I rolled both of them really bad, so I'm gonna use my fortunate twist to roll again.
I'm not great at helping.
You did awesome. The third one, it was third time's the charm. Okay. Let's see. 22.
So you'll find 3 sets of breastplate armor.
Sorry, I'm not on my inventory page. Okay. Okay. 3 sets of breastplate armor.
Yep.
Just like
benign, regular breastplate armor.
Okay.
You will find you'll find 100 gold pieces, and then let me hit up a rolling table. And there will be like a regular long sword. The bow that the guy was using seems to have diffused. It seems to have gone away. So did the sword that the other guy was using that had fallen back over the stairs that Kendall killed. So that their weapons seem to be made of magic. And then let me pull up a rolling table here for you. So you'll get another thing, and you will get the amulet that both cause it, like, kind of compels the dragon to act by putting it through pain.
Okay, so I think that we did all, I agree, although Karis and Bubbles and Elin might be having a fight a little bit, but we did all agree.
I think the only one that's angry is Bubbles, because Bubbles has short temper.
I don't know if Bubbles is necessarily angry, but we can get into that later. But I think that we all do want to like sail over to the port while Odyssey is doing all kinds of fun investigation things.
That's what I think we want. Yeah.
They can start.
So
unloading.
after about an hour, you'll kind of it'll probably be about 20 minutes. The hands will be all ready to go. They'll get the ship up and going. And then let's see here. So you will find a kind of a strange bracer that's shaped like a coil.
Cool.
And it's unclear what it does. It's on the arm of one of the dragons, and you're able to rescue it. You see it. It seems to be magical. It's very shiny and everything. And you do recover so you'll pull into port. You'll see that there's still, like, they're finishing, the Mithral Guard is like finishing up the fighting, as it's nighttime now. It's dark. And you're pulling into port. Maybe you have some torches going to indicate you are who you are, and you will be. Are you bringing it right into port? Right into port. All right.
I think so.
And so you'll be met. Mariel and a group of workers will come and meet you, and
hey, Google, stop.
They'll say, "Thank you." Thank you so much for your help. It seems that the guards are finishing up what is going on in the city, and then it will just be a matter of handling whoever is in the mines. So thank you so much. We will not forget what the Ethereal Isles did for us on this day.
Phil,
how might we pay you? How could we?
We have a suspicion that these giants, the ones that are not here, might wage war on the Ethereal Isles soon. And from what we get told by our military superiors, we would really appreciate the assistance and cooperation of the Mithral Elves if that conflict does arise.
And I will have to talk with the mayor and Falred to make sure everything is okay, but I don't see why that would be a problem. And they'll kind of leave with that, and they'll say, would you like to just take this ship to your military people, just as like a first offering? We don't even have to unload it. Also, what's that rumbling?
You don't want to unload the Mithral?
That's the next thing I was going to ask. In case you have any experts on, ritual sacrificial magic or or ancient secret invisible dragons or anything like that, then they could come help us out. But we're going to take care of that soon.
Yes, in case you have any experts in that very specific field.
You never know. These
I'm-
are elves who do all kinds of things.
Sorry, I don't know if if you wanted to. No, I don't even think our libraries would have anything. I would send anyone like that to the Ethereal Isles. You keep all the libraries, and and they'll point to Odyssey and Kendall pointing at the Silver Spear logo
Yeah.
on their
we
polo
do.
shirts.
So that's why I made the joke.
And they'll say, well, Nocio de Higua is not yet over, and once we clean up the city, I'm sure the Fae will be here. Would you stay for a night and finish out Nocio de Higua with us, or are you onwards and upwards?
I think that for your safety, we would like to move the ship away from the isle.
I'd like to stay.
We do not know what's going on with this dragon. If we are going to stay, then the ship should at least be anchored a bit away from this isle.
Okay.
And Mario will turn towards you. Do you still want to stay? No, looking at Karis.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay. Karis looks around to her friends.
Bob gives a thumbs up.
Kendall is a big shrug.
I think that
they're just looking at Karis.
Right, but Karis looked around to other people.
Yeah, I'm giving a thumbs up to Karis.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely some things I'd like to take care of before I leave. Eternal.
Okay. You'll be welcome.
Oh.
I'll put you up in the Temple of John.
Thank you.
No problem. And the rest of you will head out and deal with whatever that rumbling noise is?
We can all, if you convince Kara, she'll come with you.
No, I think that you should take care of what you need to take care of. I think that we're going to at least take the ship out of Vase while we investigate this. So that way, if we do anything wrong, it won't blow up in your faces.
I mean, yeah, I can come back. I don't know how long that's going to take, so probably not that long, right?
Will probably be a while. Do what you need to do, and then you can always send us a message to come back and get you. We won't be far out. We'll just be a little ways out so that we're not right on top of the island.
All right. Well, I can grab everyone's things from the inn as well.
So that sounds good.
Okay. So you'll get your things together, and seeing the half dragon, half elven, half giant ship that you cobbled together and took over here 2 days ago. That happened.
Oh. It's a bit I told you guys, Nocio de Higua is a crazy holiday.
And you're kind of... So the journal, you'll start to feel some magic coming through it.
Okay.
And it'll say status report.
The journal saying this?
Okay.
The journal that we use to communicate with our superiors.
Oh no.
So when that happens, Kendall will turn to Elin and go, "Would you like to give them an update?" and hand her the book, because I'm pretty sure it's her faction that is the one on the other end.
Yes.
Yeah, normally they were responding in my head, and then at some point they got the journal. I can't remember how
we recovered the journal from the boat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, I know it switched at some point. It switched at some point. I couldn't remember. Yeah, I can give them the updates. if anybody listens, Elon's updates are actually quite mechanical. They're like detailed precision. She observes a lot more than people think she does, so it's probably a little bit more detailed than you would imagine.
So
I assume Elon's giving a lot of detail. I've always thought Elon is doing that one of those facades of I'm so dumb, but really I'm not.
Read the character sheet. That'll be accurate.
So we go from there. You'll get that unloaded. You'll get out into the middle of the ocean. What you will get back, and Karis, you'll. So I'm of two minds here because we are way up against time. We're way past time, actually.
Yes.
So what we will do is that we'll pick up on the third night of Nocio de Hegua. And the last thing that Elon will get in the journal is that their eyes in the city of Estepena have confirmed a giant attack within the last 48 hours.
Estepena.
Estipena. Estepena. And that is where our summer mini arc, Tales of the Concord, with a whole bunch of other friends, will pick up in the city of Estepena, a wonderful city of were-sharks and a consortium of twisted arcanists and mad ice mages that are being beset by the giant menace.
And that would make anybody mad, honestly.
And how will the city respond? And I'm so excited for you in real time. For me, it's going to be about a month until that shoots. For y'all at home, it's going to be right after this. So next week, check out the mini series. It's got a wonderful, wonderful cast. And in just a few weeks, we're going to start up about mid-October. We'll be back with the end of Nocio de Hegua and whatever else the Concord Illuminati will get up to. Thank you so much for walking with us over these past couple months. We really appreciate it. And hey, we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Last thing I want to do is, because this is very common on the Concord streams, or on the AOTT streams. My goodness, I got Concord on the brain a little bit. I want to give everyone a chance to do any self-promo. So let's start with alphabetically here. Adora, anything that you would like to promote? Remind you that this is going to be going live in mid to late August.
Mid to late August. Okay, well, I can't think of anything specific in terms of shows that I'm doing after mid to late August. Actually, I'm doing a show on August, 26th. No, that can't be.
This will be live before that.
Or maybe the 19th. Well, anyway, if you're in the PNW, check out Impact Productions, whatever show it's called, happening in late August. And in general, I try to post about things on my social media and Instagram. So go and follow me if you think that I'm neat. And my @ is DJ Adorablue and pretty much everything. I keep making music, so go check out my music, soundcloud.com/Adorablue.
It is the hyperest pop. And trance and amazing. Grumblebee, is there any promos you would like to do anywhere that you want people to find you on socials, or leave you alone?
No, I do not have any self-promotions, but I would be glad to self-promote any one of my Illuminati members if they would like me to shout their praises, but nothing from me.
All right, wonderful Scarlet. Anything that you want to promote? Anything you're up to over the summer? Anything that you thought was cool that you're excited for?
No, I don't have anything either. I'm sorry, but thank you.
Okay, Isabel.
I got nothing, folks.
How about you, Molly?
Well, Isabel, nothing coming up in the fall you're looking forward to?
Oh, well, I mean, in the fall, we're going to be doing our next season, I believe.
Yeah, that's true. I wasn't fishing for that, but that's wonderful.
What were you fishing for?
I was just like, maybe you're doing like a LARP that you want to promote, or maybe you're working on a Kickstarter project that you're writing.
Well, I mean, I attend a LARP called Beyond the Fall, and it's a lot of fun. It is a bit crunchy, but I mean, if you like post-apocalyptic sci-fi, dark fantasy, that's what that is. So yeah, it's got its own website, beyondthefall.org. That's about all I can think of that I'm involved in right now.
And
everything else is very much a work in progress and not ready to be promoted.
And so I've thank you so much, all four of you. Again, I've been Molly. You can find me at mollyhitsdifferent.com. You can find the Concord
That's a good
socials.
website.
Thank you. You can find Concord socials at the Concord TT. You'll find me promoting and posting clips and celebrating the awesomeness of our characters and the wonderfulness of our queer cast. I really can't say how much I have appreciated working with all of these folks and how wonderful they are. Things that I'm looking forward coming up to. I have a LARP in January that I'm looking forward to, and I put in my application to GM for Real Royalty out in San Francisco. So my hope is that I will be at Real Royalty. But we'll see. They have to hire me. So, hey, Real Royalty, let's do it. But thank you so much again. Again, I've been Molly, and for Adora, for Grumblebee, for Isabel, for Scarlet, thank you so much for joining us on this first season, and amazing job. Thank you.
Thanks, Molly. You did an also amazing job, but more.
Shout outs to Molly. Molly,
I love you.
Is the reason we're all here. Yeah, Molly.
Okay.
All right. Let's go live.
Let's reanimate.